Last fall, there were a few things we hoped we'd get soon on The Young and the Restless. One of which was the age rivalry between Victor, Eric Braeden, and Jack, Peter Bergman, and the interaction between Jack. When Jack initially met Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, despite Victor kidnapped Jack and replaced him with his husband Marco. They both tried to destroy the relationship due to family mixing, and both men recruited members of the other's family. For them, the feud between the mustache and the CEO of Jabad made it must-see TV, however. In recent years, their heated rivalry has cooled. Although they didn't really become best friends, they didn't feel the need to attack each other. But leave it to Jordan, Colleen Zank, to ruin it. When he fell off the Nikki bandwagon and the Newman matriarch turned to Jack as a sponsor, we knew the tension between Victor and Jack would rise again. Then, when Jack and Nikki spent a night together at the athletic club for a wild bender, which was actually Nikki's wake-up call to check into rehab, the tension between the two men returned, evolved into pure rage from Victor's perspective. That night, Victor berated Jack for his dangerous and stupid tactics as a sponsor and made several threats to keep Jack away from his wife. We knew that Victor was probably plotting revenge against his greatest adversary. After all, she just fired Michael, Christian Leblanc, and tried to destroy Cole, J. Eddie Peck, of contacting Victoria, Amelia, and Claire, Haley Aaron, as revenge for betraying their plot to put Jordan in jail, instead of him rotting in Victor's basement. Speaking of Michael and Cole, their meeting with Victor in the June 10 episode of The Young and the Restless is further confirmation that Victor is preparing to attack Jack. Victor tells Michael and Cole if they want to redeem themselves in his eyes. Michael begins to befriend Diane, Susan Walters, again, and Cole becomes closer to Kyle, Michael Mueller. The clever lawyer deduces that Victor must get revenge on Jack because Victor wants them to be friends with his wife and son. But of course Victor plays revenge. Now, we said a while ago that Victor would probably try to attack Jack through his family and company. Not long ago, Victor planted the seeds in Diane's head for Jack to strip her of the power that once made Diane such a formidable opponent. And the mustache told Kyle that it was too bad he was forced to work under his mother. Victor tried to sow discord. If Victor can cause enough trouble with Diane and Kyle, Victor can see it as a victory because it causes business and personal chaos for Jack. Finally, we believe that Victor is trying to cause so much trouble for Jack that he is forced to use opioids to survive. While throwing someone off the wagon is a little despicable, Victor has a lot of anger and has resorted to questionable lows in the past to get back at someone he feels has wronged him or his family. Again, he literally imprisoned Jordan in his basement and gave him little food but a lot of alcohol. After all of this, we believe Victor will run into a big problem with his plans, and that problem is called Nikki. She knows her husband better than anyone, so it's possible that she somehow understands his pleas for Michael and Cole, or senses that Victor is after Jack. Since Nikki considers Jack her best friend in town, she apparently warns Victor to leave him alone. But since we're talking about Victor here, he apparently ignores her pleas and moves in secretly. However, Nikki can go further than simply warning Victor. He can snoop on his own to discover Victor's plans and enlist Lauren, Tracy E. Bregman, Victoria and Nick, Joshua Morrow, to stop Victor from doing something he can't take back and witness. Harms Jack. But we'll have to see how everything plays out. It looks like it's going to be a hot summer in Giona City. Victor may want to focus on his marriage instead of revenge, because the latter could help #NAC come back, and we're talking about more than just friends.